Brother, I just want to focus on, on game, sucker, well, I shouldn't say sucker punching, punching his teammate in some basketball game, straight up punching him, and the guy ate the punch. And I'm like, well, goddamn, if this nigga's talking about knocking people out, breaking jaws, is it all a drug? My business in terms of my syndication model and some other things. So I'll bring you up to speed somewhat, sorta. All right, the coffee's hot. Come on in. And I do want to talk this morning somewhat about Alex Jones and weighted by mainstream media, or was he doing too much? Please don't fall into the whole conspiracy way of thinking, oh, the book 1984 predicted all of this. Stop it. Was Alex Jones doing too much? Was he loose, reckless, and out of control? Talking all sorts of craziness. And yes, we respect everybody's right to free speech, yada, yada, yada. But at the same time, if somebody violates our business, we get at them, don't we? Goddamn right, it's business. Business over bullshit. That's my motto. I see you guys in the live chat. Give me a second. We'll talk about it shortly. I want to make sure everything is copacetic here. And also, even though I am on vacation this week, I will be doing one or two shows in the evening. Just on some ratchet shit. Holy smokes! I have to confess here this morning. Hang on a second. Let me just check my screen. I have to confess this morning. This past Friday. For those of you who were on the line or watching the show, let me just say, never again will I drink Alizé. Took me down for about 2 days. I didn't bounce back until Sunday. I had to take 2 B12 shots. I had to take about 4 hydroxycut pills. I had to go buy some ice cream, sit on the lake. I had to have a young lady give me a neck massage, Never again will I drink Alizé. That was crazy. And truth be told, I started to buy some Cisco at first. Do they still make Cisco? Can someone tell me in the live chat? Am I just, am I really just out of control myself? Cisco, that's what I was looking for. Friday night, couldn't find it. Fucked around and got some Alizé. What was it? Some type of passion fruit? Guys, I'm going to have Sugar Shay on the line with me this morning. Yes, a.k.a. Coochie Pop. And her and I are just going to have a discussion about vacation and research that we're doing for another exclusive interview. A different direction. Totally different direction, aside from what I did recently with Jessica Reed and Charlemagne, a.k.a. Leonard McKelvey. So, Coochie Pop and I want to talk about that in front of you guys, and we may need some assistance. This is a big fish, and it's not Russell Simmons, but we do need some assistance. Coochie Pop, I see you on the line. Just give me a second. I'll come to you shortly. Let me say good morning to you guys in the live chat. T. Marie, hey girl, how are you? Nice to see you. FOH Entertainment. Ismail, is it Ismail? Or Ismail, pardon me. Sanchez. William Lathan, good morning. Earl Thomas, Lucy's Pearl, hey, sugar. Black Troy, Samsung, and a host of others. Yeah, I'm taking it slow today. I'm going to enjoy this time off this week. And again, in case you're just now coming in, today is going to be my last day this week doing a morning show. I'm on vacation. I just want to handle some other things. And as I said, shift gears. I put a lot of work in over the last 30 days, single-handedly. I don't even have to sit here and pop my collar, brag, or anything. Everybody was waiting to see, oh, what is that star doing now? And the story has picked up traction. Jessica Reed and family, to my knowledge, they have a representative now. I don't know who that is. I'm not attached like that. I have no scheduled interviews. I will not be doing updates, but I wish everyone the best. I did what I felt was the right thing. I still stand on it. I gave my platform to a rape survivor. But again, as I've always said, I have no malice in my heart towards Charlemagne. Never met the guy. Don't want to meet him. Don't want to sit down with him and chop it up. Don't want to even be 20 feet near him. You know, nobody giving drinks to babies, Lord Jesus. So I'm saying that so, my core audience will know that there is a point where I shift gears. This is that point now. I'm shifting gears. Let me also say congratulations and salute to those of you females who have YouTube channels and you have Instagram pages. For the most part, you have been very, very understanding, very passionate, very caring, and you've gave Jessica Reed a chance. Unlike the whole Africa Bambaataa situation that I also spearheaded, which got totally out of control, and they're still bickering now, the males, it's embarrassing. It's really, really embarrassing what that whole Africa Bambaataa debacle has become. But anyway, I want to thank the females who have YouTube channels, Instagram, and even though I'm an older guy, you don't need me. I do want to say that I am making myself available in case you missed that on last week's show for accurate information regarding how the Jessica Reed interview took place, the legal letter that came down on me, the fact that nothing was said wrong in that video. That's not why they sent me the legal letter. But I am available in case anyone wants, accurate details. I saw a couple of people, throwing some gossip into stuff and, respect to those who do gossip. Black people love gossip. Gossip is a standard black formula with regards to programming. I don't say that to be disrespectful. That's just what it is. Black people love the gossip, the tea, more so over real news. That's been proven over the years by way of research. So salute to those who do gossip, but try to stay on course. Don't let gossip take this thing into an area that it doesn't need to go. It involves a rape victim. So, again, I'm available if anyone wants accurate information, details. I will give you my notes. And again, thank you so much to those of you who have been giving Jessica Reed a chance to voice her opinion. And again, not to rehash this now, but, we've had a guy on the radio and he's been telling his version all these years, laughing about it, joking about it, creating rape, different rape scenarios and other things. Now, all of a sudden, the actual person who he was referencing to, or one of the people, now wants to tell her story, and now everybody's upset. Anyway, Sugar Shay, sit tight. I see you on hold. I'm coming to you. The question this morning is, was Alex Jones attacked by mainstream media, or was he doing too much? Alex Jones, founder, CEO of InfoWars. I, like most rational people, didn't pay attention to Alex Jones like that. I found him to be a nut job. Just blatant crackpot craziness. Was he entertaining? Sure. But a lot of the things that he said, in my opinion, were violating YouTube's community guidelines. Now, I don't make up the goddamn rules. YouTube, Apple, Facebook, did they target him? I believe that they did. But at the same time, I think he was out of control. I'm not going to sit here and go down the list, the laundry list of what Alex Jones said, yada, 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 what he meant. That job is now for him and his fans. And let's see who his fans are. Let's see who really gives a shit. His entire YouTube channel has been removed. Terminated. Out of here. Fuck out of here. And I want to talk this morning about some of the ways that people can get, terminated. Their channels, strikes. Saying allegedly is not going to save you, in case you don't know. I don't like to take credit for a lot of things because I'm constantly evolving. But, back in March of 2000, actually March, April, May, June, July, I think it was November, because I started doing terrestrial radio in March of 2000. That's when I started doing terrestrial radio, in 2000. I did a little overnight show for about maybe 2 months in 1999, but officially starring Buck Wild, March of 2000. Anyway, there's different ways with regards to, delivering a story that you have to be careful about. And saying the word allegedly is not going to save you, especially if you've put something out into the market. And if you have not done the research, and if you don't have a source. I learned that by way of, what's that guy's name? Shawn Wayans from the Wayans Brothers. We used to sit there and call him a faggot in the mornings. The Star and Buck Wild show. His lawyer sent in a letter threatening to sue me and MS Communications, which owned Hot 97 at that time. I think they still do. The general manager called me into the office. Some of you know this story, but I want to regurgitate it again for the babies. The general manager said, hey, we've got a letter here from Shawn Wayans' lawyer saying that they're going to sue us if you don't knock it off. Now, I was saying allegedly at the time. I think I was one of the first people to keep, pumping the word allegedly, thinking that would save my ass. And the general manager at the time, her name was Judy Ellis, she said, well, if you can't prove he's faggot or gay or whatever it is you think he is in your mind, we can be sued by way of something called reckless endangerment of the truth. You might want to write that down. Reckless endangerment of the truth. So to those who still today don't know how you can be sued and who you're partnered up with, oh yeah, you can be sued. Just because someone makes a video about you and then takes it down does not mean that they can't still be sued. All you have to do is just save the fucking file. Reckless endangerment of the truth. I'm saying all that to say, Alex Jones has done a lot of that. A lot of that. And again, I'm not going to sit here and comb through everything by way of, Sandy Hook and child actors and all this other just silly shit that he was doing. Michelle Obama was a man. We're in a different day and time. And yes, you have the right to say what you want to say, freedom of speech, but there's something called reckless endangerment of the truth that can hang you, dumbass. Let me get Sugar Shay on the line because I do want to talk about my business as well. And I just want to have a little fun. I'm on vacation this week.
Good morning.
Sugar Shay, a.k.a. Coochie Pop, you're in the building. How are you?
I'm good. What's poppin', Star? How are you?
I'm good. Good to hear your voice. You and I were chopping it up yesterday, and I said, I think I'm going to take the rest of the goddamn week off. And you said, nah, Star, you got to do a show.
I know. I tell you, no days off. Yeah. You have to keep doing your show. But you need a vacation every now and then, so
yeah,
it is what it is, right?
Well, thank you. And, I put a lot of work in on that Jessica Reed story, and I'm proud of that. Again, I'm proud of the fact that I gave a rape victim my platform. But you and I were talking about shifting gears, and we are now in the process of researching another story. Don't say what it is just yet. And I would like to present that this Monday, because no one wants to release any type of story on a Friday. So is there anything that we need by way of the listeners that we can ask assistance for without giving things away?
Looking for anyone connected to.
Don't say the name. Don't say the name. Don't say the name. Don't say the name.
Okay. I mean, really, at this point, guys, stay tuned. If you want to see if you can assist me in our next big story that we're trying to cover, you can hit my email, my business email, which is Lady Shea, SHEA 2366 at Yahoo. You can also reach out to Star at thehater1964 at yahoo.com. We all know that Star is, helped a lot of people tell their stories, let their stories be heard. So if you feel at any point that you can assist, just reach out to one of our emails. We can, determine whether or not you're somebody that can help with this story.
Yeah. And if I can just jump in, and I want to say that, we're not looking to do big stories. What we're looking to do is to research a story and to bring forth the truth. And if it turns into a big story,
right,
then that's what happens. But we're not looking for, big stories as if, rappers or singers or, are looking for, big hits. I need a big hit. That's not what we do here.
Right.
That's not what we do. We put in the research by way of the passion and, my Twitter page at Troy Terrain is where I post things for those of you who can't get it straight, whether I'm even doing a show or not. Anyway, what do you want to mention by way of Alex Jones, Coochie Pop? Have you done some research on him? I think it's very important that we pause and at least put some attention on this.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many different avenues, or there's so many different things that are coming at this man. Some are stating that the social media platforms have removed his content. I did see where he was suspended from Facebook in the later part of July for 30 days based on bullying and hate speech. He's also been removed, from multiple platforms, from Apple, Spotify, pretty much every type of platform that he's covered. But there's some that are saying, on the other hand, that this may be a shock value factor. This may be something that he's initiating himself and that he's deleting this content on his own because none of these social media platforms have actually responded in regards to why the content was taken down.
Okay, well...
So I'm just, it's developing at this point. The story is developing.
I would like to bypass that whole, double conspiracy whammy bullshit. I really would. His channels were taken down. His content was taken down. So we're talking about thousands of dollars in revenue. So I don't want to say, he did it himself. When in reality, I know how easy it is to have a channel demonetized, to lose a channel. I mean, I've lost channels, over the years. Some of them I look back and I say, I was reckless and I should have left certain things alone. And then some of them I've had to fight for. I mean, I think what it is that I do now, I'm very, very comfortable. I don't need 300, 400, 500,000 subscribers because, as George Clinton used to say from the Parliament of Funkadelic, the bigger the headache, the bigger the pill. So,
absolutely.
Yeah, so I'm not trying...
You become an easier target when you have that many...
Easier target, you got it right.
On your platform.
Yeah, easier target, yeah. Mm-hmm. And nobody's safe, no matter what you think you have, accomplished or achieved. These corporations, they're not even allowing you to communicate with someone directly. I mean, you have managers, but the managers have to go back and check, and it's a fucking drag. Hang on a second. I want to make sure that I'm not missing anybody. Guys, Super Chat is how we get it in. You can send in a Super Chat right up under the video. There's the link. I will respond to your questions, your comments, your attacks, your concerns. I'll open up the phone lines later on. Right now, I just want to talk to Coochie Pop about, vacation and getting out some of the other content that we have, stockpiled, shall we say. All right, so also with regards to Alex Jones, Lady Shea, did you get a chance to look through Facebook? Because I've never even checked on Alex Jones via Facebook. Did you go to any of these platforms to see where he's at or was?
Now, I honestly don't have a Facebook, but I did read in numerous articles that he was suspended in the later part of July for 30 days due to the bullying and hate speech. I've actually watched a little bit of his shows via his YouTube channel, and you're not finding anything at this point, and they've pretty much deleted his personal page and any pages that have any type of the Alex Jones channel or Alex InfoWars affiliated with it, so they're saying that they've been taking pretty much everything down. So yeah.
All right. So, can you give us one source aside from CNN? There's other sources that are commenting on Alex Jones. Hang on a second. I see.
Absolutely. NBC News.
Okay.
They have an actual interview with him. It's a video. It's actually available on YouTube, and it does discuss. It came on with Megyn Kelly. She's the one that covered the story.
Yeah, that's actually old. I saw that almost last year. That's old.
Oh.
Where you going, Sugar Shay? Where are we going on a Tuesday morning? I'm on vacation. You're not. You're not on vacation. What's the point in referencing Megyn Kelly? That's an old interview.
Well, she did talk about it on NBC News, and then there's also the Blaze YouTube channel that released something on August 6th talking about how Alex Jones has been banned. There are several different, CNN has covered this. There's some news, web.
Tell me what CNN is saying. I'm curious to see how CNN is trying to either downplay or divert the attention. What is CNN saying? Do you have that article? Can you reference it?
Hold on, let me pull it up.
All right, I'll come right back to you. Guys, phone lines will be open in about 20 minutes. Right now, I'm doing Super Chat in the morning. And again, I'm on vacation this week. Today will be my only day doing a morning show. Sugar Shay and I will probably do something Thursday and Friday nights on the Turn Up. But let me just say again, for anybody who was with us this past Friday, never again will I drink Alizé. Never again. I don't know what got into me. I was in the liquor store and I had the Jack Daniels in my hand. I was walking up the aisle and I said, oh shit, Alizé. I haven't had that since early 90s. And I said, let me go with the other passion fruit. My dumb ass. Okay, what do you got, Sugar Shay? CNN, Alex Jones, come on.
Yeah, so MoneyCNN.com or Money.CNN.com, they released an article on August 6th, and it does state that YouTube, Facebook, and Apple have taken steps to remove content associated with InfoWars and its founder, Alex Jones. Now, each social media platform said Monday that it has removed content from Jones or InfoWars because it had violated their policies. The company's move shut down the key distribution channels that had given the controversial media figure easy access to millions of internet users. The most dramatic action came last from YouTube, which is owned by Google. Mm-hmm. It removed many top channels associated with InfoWars, including the Alex Jones channel, which had 2.4 million subscribers, and videos that were viewed over 1.5 billion times.
Yeah.
When users violate policies repeatedly, like our policies against hate speech and harassment, or terms prohibiting cumbersome, I don't know that word, of our enforcement.
Let me shut her mic off. She's a college graduate. She doesn't know these words. Give her a second, folks. Give her a second. let her regather her thoughts. Okay, hang on a second. Stay right there. That's okay. I know. And you graduated in what year, Sugar Shay?
2015.
2015.
So, 2015. College graduate.
Yeah. Hey, so, folks, do you care? Do you give a shit with regards to Alex Jones? Should we just keep it pushing and talk about something that has more bite to it? Rapper Game out here punching people and not dropping people. Still. Does the hater have to break it down by way of history? I mean, if you want to get on that monkey shit, it's my last day before my vacation. I can go there. Jason Taylor. Did you see that video, Sugar Shay?
I didn't know. I want to look at, who is it?
Okay, you know what? I'm going to put the phone number on the screen because I just asked you a question. It's one of the biggest urban stories. Yeah, seriously. Okay, I tell you what. Go to VladTV.com, watch the video. I'm going to put your phone on mute. Rapper Game. He threw the first punch. He's still punching people and not dropping people. But yet still he's talking about, knocking people out, breaking jaws. Go watch the video. I'll bring you right back in. Good God Almighty. Hang on a second. Let me look in the live chat and super chat, folks. Yeah, I hate to even waste time with this. Where's my cigar? I'm on vacation after today. Well, I'm on vacation now, technically. Who saw game? Punched the guy. Didn't even face the guy. I think he made the guy mad. Big Nephew 87 says, game overweight and soft. You know, sir, I don't know how old you are, but, you know, can someone in that live chat verify? I don't know when it was. Game punched rapper, God, what was his name? Razkaz. Punched Razkaz in his shit. Razkaz is about 5'5" or 5'6", and he ate the punch. 8 games punch. If you ask me, what's his name? Whack 100 knows. He knows. Game ain't got no power in his punches. That's why he stepped in, as a good pimp should do, and punched Stitches in his shit and dropped him. Are we going to say salute to Stitches for at least, you know, stepping the game by himself? Oh, God, are people saying game staged it? Can you not do that? Why is everything always a conspiracy with black people? Why? Well, you saw the video like I did. He threw the first punch. Somehow the guy who he punched fell on the ground. It looked like Game was trying to, he was trying to like wrestle or something. I said, what is this? And salute to Game, he's a liar. Yeah, he said, I think DJ Star tried to sue me. No, DJ Star cut you some slack. DJ Star sued iHeartMedia and Revolt TV. I gave you a slap on the wrist. Because I carry a gun, I had to report you. You talking reckless. Me and you never met, never had a conversation. Keep my name in your mouth, but at the same time, just be truthful. Okay, all right, so everybody in the live chat is pretty much saying the same thing. He's got no power. Let me see if Sugar Shay's back. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, hang on a second. Corey Matthews, you're right, sir. How could I forget? He was punching on 40 Glock. 40 Glock ate the punches. 40 Glock ate the punches. Good God Almighty. All right, Coochie Pop, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, did you see the video of Jayceon Taylor, a.k.a. The Game, punching his teammate on some basketball court and then trying to do some type of wrestling move?
Yeah, like, first of all, the guy was way smaller than him, right? And he throws his punch like he's going for his job, and it looks like a punch mush. Like, he's soft. I didn't know he was that soft.
I thought the guy was taller than Game. Hang on. I thought the guy...
No, he is. But he's skinnier. Like, as far as weight classes.
Oh, okay.
They're two totally different weight classes.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he's tall and thin.
Yeah. So Game punched a tall, lanky guy, and I say lanky respectfully, and he ate the same punch Razkaz ate. He ate the same punch that 40 Glock ate. And do you know the story, Lady Shay? Something happened in a mall years ago with Game supposedly got knocked out of a Bosco 100, a.k.a. Crater Face. Do you know that story? I would love to be brought up to speed on the monkey shit. Do you know that story in detail? Yes, no?
Bosco knocked him out. Let me check it out. I'm pulling it up right now.
Let me shut her mic off one last time. What is she talking about? I didn't say Bosco knocked out Game. I said somebody knocked him out. Hang on, guys. I'm going to have to put the phone number on the screen because I don't know what Coochie Pop is talking about this morning. Can you Google Game knocked out in the mall? Can you do that, Coochie Pop?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Now, to my knowledge, the guy who allegedly fuck with that allegedly shit. Supposedly knocked Game out. Supposedly he's dead. And Bosco, aka Craterface, I don't know how he was intertwined with this. Let me get the phone number on the screen here. Pow! Let's turn up this morning. I'm on vacation, guys. I'm gonna put you on hold one last time, Sugar Shay.
I need a baby.
Put you on hold. Let her do the research. Well, why does the 54-year-old man have to be up to speed on all this stuff? And these young people don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Let me go back to the live chat and super chat, guys. Again, super chat is how we get it in. Questions, comments, hate, personal attacks. Did I get these super chats? Black Tea, Just Notice, White 23-year-old, Utah Trash. Okay, I did read that, pardon me. You boy. DC Frenchie. Okay, these were super chats from the other day, pardon me. Just want to make sure I have everything together here. Hang on a second, I'm gonna see who else I can get on that line here to straighten this stuff out. Coochie Pop, you there?
Yes.
Okay, now listen, I'm going to try and bring someone else on the line. I need you to fall back and let them speak, okay? I'm going to try it. Hopefully I won't cut you off, all right?
All right.
Okay, let me see if I can make this work. Hey, good morning. Who's on the line? Hello? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let me try this. Hey, good morning. Who's on the line?
Yo, what up? You hear me, sir?
Hey, what's up, man? Who's this?
Mauricio from San Diego.
Hey, what's up, man? San Diego, California. How are you? Coochie Pop, are you there, Coochie?
I'm still here.
All right, nice.
I'm just listening.
All right, fall back, Coochie Pop. All right, so Mauricio, what's going on, man?
Chilling. So I guess the game when he got knocked out, I think it was at the mall. From what I've read a while ago, this is a minute ago. Like he got knocked out. I think Fox Hill Mall.
Okay,
I think that
I don't
might be
know.
in L.A.
Well, now you're from San Diego, California, sir. Can I ask how old are you? I forget. How old are you?
30.
Okay, listen. You're 30, I'm 54. You should be educating me. I don't remember. I never gave a fuck about game and all that sort of jazz. But now, supposedly he got knocked out in the mall, and the guy who knocked him out, he's dead now, yes?
From what I've heard, yeah.
Okay. How does Craterface play into this? Do you know? Bosco 100?
From what I've read, those were his homeboys, and one of them was his cousin. This is from what I've read. I wasn't there, and this is from multiple other sources.
I got a read nigga on the line.
There's a segment in Double XL talking about it.
Okay. All right. Never mind, game. Anything you want to mention by way of Alex Jones? Do you think that he was attacked by mainstream media, or do you think that he was doing too much?
He's a nut. He acts crazy everywhere he goes. I remember he was on Joe Rogan just acting crazy, screaming, always interrupting, talking about conspiracy, aliens and reptilians, and he's a nut. He needs to be put to rest. And I don't mean getting killed, but he needs to take a break. Mm-hmm. And quick question, Star.
Yeah.
Do you believe in everyone that tells you they got a college education, sir?
Listen, I'm a high school dropout, so I respect the institution of learning. So when someone says they graduated, I give them the benefit of the doubt.
Okay, all right. Gotcha, man. But yo, I gotta bounce the pace.
All right, thank you, man. Have a good one. All right. Sugar Shay, you there?
I'm here.
All right, so did you get any more details on the game? Because I think that's a bigger story, honestly, than Alex Jones. I don't think anybody gives a shit about Alex Jones. I know I don't. I really don't. I support freedom of speech. Come on.
No, go ahead. I talk about Alex Jones. I support freedom of speech. I think that, yes, he's a little reckless, but that's what, he's a journalist that has that controversy. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's been his role for the past 2 decades. And not only that, he's been supported by the current president, Donald Trump. You know, they're saying that because of him, you know, Donald Trump, his campaign took off, you know, because of all of the publicity that Alex Jones gave him. But, you know, as far as Game is concerned, I mean, I don't remember the whole mall incident. Like, I'm reading up on it now. I just didn't know that he was that soft. I thought that he was a pretty big guy.
Right.
You know, as far as like so it's kind of funny. And the last guy kind of clarified it.
Well, I'm gonna say that I'm a little disappointed in you because you're 32 or 33, I forget.
I'm 33.
You're 33. You know, this is your generation for the most part, or you're on the tail end of today's generation, and for you to not, you know, fully care about what Alex Jones has done or what's happening to him, that concerns me because maybe nobody at the end of the day will really give a shit, and maybe freedom of speech, will become a thing of the past. Again, just because I don't like the guy doesn't mean that I'm not concerned about, you know, how Apple, YouTube, and Facebook could take him down and not release a statement. Or maybe there'll be some type of statement today. I'm a little concerned. Hang on a second, stay right there. I want to get to some other calls. Hey, good morning. Who's on the line?
What's up, man? It's Jay.
Hey, what's up, Jay?
Chillin', man. I'm about to bring you up to speed on the nigga shit.
Please.
All right. The guy that supposedly knocked out Gabe was a guy by the name of Rosemo 700.
Right. I saw the video.
Rosemo 700 in the game allegedly got into it in the mall, and he knocked out Gabe. Now, whether this is true or not, I don't know. There was never no footage released or anything like that. How Bosco 100 fits into this is because the same guy, Rosemo 700, there's footage of him whooping Bosco 100's ass.
Okay.
He beat him up. However, the next day, he was murdered.
Okay, so now again, I've never met Game. I just think he's a liar, you know, a bold-faced liar. So now Game outright denies he was even at the mall. He said he just came in from doing a show somewhere, correct?
Right.
Yeah.
But
hit or miss is nothing.
Again, all this happened maybe about 8 to 10 years ago.
Right.
But that's what happened. The guy knocked him out in the mall in front of his son, and then, you know, Bosco and that same guy, Rosemo 700, got into it. And he, like I said, there's footage. It's on YouTube. There's footage of Rosemo 700 beating Bosco.
I saw that. Now, hang on a second. I saw that, and I also saw a creative face sitting at the table, and somebody was either busting shots or firecrackers out the window. You know, he looked real shook. But, you know, listen, I'm not trying to, you know, come at Bosco. I just want to get the details on Game because, to my knowledge, you know, he's socking people in the face and nobody's dropping.
Yeah, man. I mean, the word on the street over there, man, is Game was busted, man. I mean, you know, his brother got knocked out. It's footage of his brother getting knocked out. You know, so you know.
Well, I don't want to talk about his brother. I just want to focus on, you know, on Game. You know, I shouldn't say sucker punching. You know, punching his teammate in some basketball game. You know, straight up punching him, and the guy ate the punch. And I'm like, well, goddamn, if this nigga's talking about knocking people out, breaking jaws, is it all a dream?
Yeah, it is all a dream.
Used to read Word Up magazine. Salt and pepper. Hey, I thank you for calling, man. Limousine, yeah. Hey,
right,
thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah. I got time for the monkey shit, folks. Yes, I do. Hang on a second. I want to take some more calls. Folks, in case you're just joining us, I'm on vacation. This will be my only show in the morning this week. Coochie Pop, your phone sounds crazy. Where are you? What are you doing?
I'm downstairs. I'm here. Maybe I should put it on mute when you let somebody else come in, so you don't hear my.
Are you on the Boost Mobile or are you on the landline? What are you on?
I'm on the landline. Yeah, I'm on the landline.
All right, put the phone on mute. Put the phone on mute. Yeah.
Okay.
Was Alex Jones attacked by mainstream media, or do you not even give a damn? Hey, good morning. Who's on the line?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Hello?
Yes, sir. Good morning. Good morning.
Come on. Oh, my bad. Yeah, this dude, I'm just calling because I was about to clarify exactly what had happened with Game's fight, but the last caller basically was spot on when he said about Bosco and how he was related in it, which he got knocked out by the same dude, the Rosemo 700 dude.
Right.
I was trying to clarify that because the first caller was wrong about what he said, but the next person was spot on, pretty much.
Okay, so
And
now,
also,
if I can just ask you this now, we can focus on the monkey shit with Game, but now, was Alex Jones attacked by mainstream media, or was he doing too much? Can I ask you that first? Do you care?
yeah, I'd say that Alex Jones. But you know, what I want to, before I even answer that, this quick question too also is,
Sir, can you answer that question first, please? Can you not answer a question with a question?
yeah, you were doing too much. Yeah, you were definitely doing too much. You're right. I said, you're definitely doing too much, though. Definitely doing too much. You got your mind doing way too much.
How old are you? How old are you, sir?
Me, I'm 32.
Okay. Well, I'm persistent because it's your generation. If you guys don't give a shit about, corporations, just totally demolishing someone's livelihood without an explanation, then I guess it's just not a big deal. I'll shut the fuck up. But you had a question, yes?
No, I just wanted to know as far as even with as you referred to earlier about whenever they took down your platform. I mean, they give you warnings ahead of time, and once they're constantly giving you warnings, don't you think at some point you'll start to change it up a little bit and try to figure out a different avenue as far as the information that you're giving out to people, and so that it doesn't get to that point, where you got to that point now where he's cut off, and now talking about losing a lot of money. I mean, at some point they should have woke up because I know there was warnings, like I said.
Right. Yeah. I thank you for your call, sir. Thank you. All right. Coochie Pop, sit tight. I'll come right back to you. I know that there are people who are concerned, a lot of content providers. I just want to add my 2 cents again, and then we can just keep it pushing because, anybody can be a target by way of YouTube, Facebook. I really don't fuck with Facebook. I've said that before. I mean, I've got a beautiful, beautiful small team that handles my Facebook page, but my own personal Facebook page, I don't even go in there too often. Maybe once a month. I don't want to see a lot of old people from back in the days, talking old shit. But anybody can be a target by way of Facebook, Apple, and YouTube. And yes, you do get warnings, but at the same time, if you violate someone by way of slander or defamation, just because you take a video down and you cop a plea, or you think that the word allegedly is going to save you, it can't. And again, I don't mean to tell people how to attack other people, but if somebody is really being a persistent pain in the ass and a piece of shit, file a lawsuit. You file a lawsuit, their shit's coming down because YouTube doesn't want the lawsuit. You see, some people just think that, I'm just going to, I'll take it down and I'll wait until the strike blows over. In the process of waiting for that strike, hit them with a lawsuit. Pow! Shit's coming down. Hang on a second. I don't want to promote that, but I'm being real with you because DJ Alias and myself, did we learn the hard way over the years? Some of you guys remember that. Salute to the homie Alias. Hey, good morning. Who's on the line? Can you turn it down, please, in the background? All right. Had to cut him off. Coochie Pop, you still there? Hey, good morning. Who's on the line?
Yes, I am.
Okay. What's going on, Coochie? Yes, sir. Good morning. How are you?
Good.
Hang on, Coochie.
I'm good. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. What's going on with you?
Nothing much. I want to say something about Game and Alex Jones.
Okay, please.
First, Game. As you said, this nigga is hitting everybody, but he can't drop nobody. And the sad part is he's doing a disservice to Mike Tyson
because he has that nigga's face tattooed on his fist.
Wow. Yeah.
He has that nigga Mike Tyson tattooed on his fist, and he still hasn't dropped nobody yet. My nigga, you need to get that shit covered up the same way you got that butterfly covered up.
How old are you, sir, and where you calling from?
I'm 28, and I'm from Atlanta.
Okay, ATL. Have you ever heard?
Nah.
Have you ever heard of a rapper called Razkaz? Razkaz.
Nope.
Okay.
I don't really mess with rappers too much. You know, I'm tired of the bull. I'm tired of the monkey shit.
Right.
You know?
Well, I was just making a reference because, years ago, Game socked him in his shit. And he's a little dude. He ate the punch, too. So, I mean, I just,
Yeah, he's like 0 for 4, 0 for 5.
Yeah.
You need to hang it up.
I don't know. Hey, so Alex Jones, do you think he was attacked by mainstream media, or was he doing too much?
Now, how I feel about that, he's doing too much, and to all the people who's saying, censorship is coming, stop it. YouTube, Facebook, all them other businesses are private businesses. They're not the government.
Right.
His main website, Infowars.com, is still up and running.
Yeah. Right.
Ain't nobody attacking his free speech. He can go to his main website, talk all the shit he wants, and it's no problem. He messed up by putting all his eggs in multiple baskets that he don't even have control of.
Right. Come on.
If I was him, I would have spent more time focusing on my brand, my website, instead of leaving myself vulnerable to now, I'm running around trying to get sympathy from other people because my main meal has been taken away from me.
Right. Yeah, I mean, if you ask me, he's now conducting a pity party. I don't give a fuck about him, and nor do I feel sorry for him.
Yeah. The websites have terms and conditions for a reason. As you said, community guidelines.
Yeah.
He knew what he signed up for. He knew what the community guidelines were when he made his account.
Right.
He can't blame nobody but himself.
Okay.
He's had multiple chances, actually. I'm surprised he lasted this long.
Good point. So I thank you for your call.
No problem. I'm
Thank
doing
you.
it.
All right. Coochie Pop, any comment on what that young man said? I think he said some very powerful things, and I like his perspective that, the companies are private companies. It's not the government.
I agree with him. He had some very good points. Absolutely.
Okay. That's it?
I mean, the fact that I didn't even look to see if Infowars' main website was still up. But if that's the case, then yes. I mean, I think really what a lot of the journalists are doing now, especially at his capacity, you use these other social media platforms to gain your following, and then at some point you should bring them over to your own individual platform. So I think that he's absolutely right. The censorship is not going to happen, but at the same time, that doesn't mean that he's not going to get beat down by the medium in the interim because of some of the stuff that he said previously. So that's probably what this is about. It's just that he's getting exposed, I guess that's what you would say, but he's still going to be around.
What time are you heading out to work, Coochie Pop?
With him. I don't want to go to work. Probably like in a half hour.
Okay. Stay right there.
25 minutes.
Right. Good morning. Who's on the line?
Peace. This is Carmen.
Hey, Carmen, how are you?
How are you? What's
Good.
up?
Nice to hear your voice.
Oh yeah, I bet so. So my perspective on the Alex Jones situation
Please.
is that it's definitely censorship. What?
Come on. Is that it?
Yeah, it's definitely. I mean, not censorship. I mean, people are saying that these privatized companies are not involved, but they are. I mean, the government is not involved in these privatized companies, but they are. I mean, they have special interests in these companies. So, there's always been censorship, and it's going to continue to be that way. And just welcome to the new age. This is what we're headed into.
Okay, good point. I mean, there are different private companies that have people, lobbyists that have helped them evolve and who help them maintain. But now, again, do you think that Alex Jones was doing too much, or do you just think that he's a victim and this is the fall of free speech?
I think this is a fall of free speech. I don't think he's doing too much. I mean, what is doing too much? You should be able to express yourself, express what you think, expose the government, expose whatever you think is needed for the people to hear. So what is doing too much? And what are these guidelines? What are the specifications of these guidelines under these privatized social platforms? They're not even giving specifics. They just said, it's hate speech. Under what category? There's different levels of it. So they need to be more, detailed about what they're saying.
Okay. Are you a content creator on YouTube?
No, I'm not a content creator. I'm not interested in exploiting myself like that.
Right.
No.
Okay. All right, listen,
Yeah.
I appreciate you,
thank you
reaching out, and have a great day, okay?
All right, you too. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Sugar Shay, your phone sounds crazy. Why don't we talk later, okay?
What's wrong with my phone? I just was on mute.
I hear a lot of stuff in the background. Can you put it back on mute?
Whatever. First, let me say this about the hate speech as far as Alex Jones. The reason why I think he's also getting a lot of smoke put at him is because some of the stuff that he covered, even like with Sandy Hook, he's caused people to deal with issues. Like, he's created more issues for people, as far as like the victims, the victims of the children, or the parents of the victims of the children that were a part of that. I can use that as an example. He had people actually reaching out to them, harassing them, trying to figure out whether or not the story was real. So based on what he's out there saying and based on his speculations and his beliefs, it's causing issues for the victims. So, like I said, if there's no slander, I think he is reckless with the way that he talks. I can say that much. But as far as you know what I'm saying, him not being able to have a platform to say what he needs to say at his leisure, I don't think it's not fair.
All right, hang on a second, Lady Shay. Stay right there. Good morning. Who else is on the line? Good morning. Stay there, Sugar Shay. Good morning. I had another call. I dropped it. Hold on. Good morning. Who's on the line? Someone has been holding for a while.
What up, Star?
Hey, who's this?
This is Dan out of Milwaukee. Hey, what you gonna do for your vacation quickly? You gonna have the time, man?
I'm sorry, say again?
What you gonna do for your vacation? Your vacation, what are you gonna do, man? Enjoy the relaxing, the downtime.
Well, it's gonna be only probably 2 days. I have to go down to Cape May, New Jersey. Do you know where that's at?
Oh. The hell no.
What's that?
I don't.
Okay. Well, I have an aunt. She's about to kick the bucket. She lives in Cape May. Now, she's been very nasty to the family over the years, but her house, her son is he's not in any mental condition to take over the house. So I'm probably going to go down there, stay there for a night, wake up, and then get the property signed over into my name. That's going to be my vacation. It's going to be working, actually.
Good for you, Star. Hey, quickly, if I can, I just got 2 bits to throw in on this Alex Jones situation, if I quickly can. I think that young man who previous calls ago, and even what the last lady was saying, it makes it a double-edged sword for the big companies because they're picking a side. Now, that's the thing. You were hit with that lately with the Jessica Reed situation. Now, if you were to push it further, you can find out who it is that kind of.
Well, hang on a second. Can you back up because I don't want you to put. Hang on. I don't want you putting out misinformation. You said I was hit with what, Jessica Reed? Can you slow down?
Did YouTube compel you to take down the interview that you had with Jessica Reed the first time?
No. I was.
Okay.
Hang on.
Okay.
I was sent a demand request. A request to take down the video. Now,
that's right.
What I said in the video, I didn't say anything that could be defamatory, nor did I slander anyone. Again, I never called Charlamagne a rapist. I never called him a pedophile. Nothing of that nature. Supposedly, from Charlemagne's lawyer's perspective, there was an error in the video. Supposedly. So rather than to argue and fight it, I took the video down. But there was nothing in that video that I could have been sued by way of as far as, misleading information or defamatory or slanderous remarks. Go ahead.
Yeah, because back in the day, I used to make apps for Apple, and Apple don't let anything, even by way of an app, come into their app store. I mean, not just the technical requirements, but they fine tooth comb everything. And it used to, back in the day, it took months for them to approve just the smallest changes because they're looking after their brand. So what the young man was saying is like, okay, well, this is their house. You just can't come in there talking all this rah-rah stuff and expect to be advertised like everyone else. Most people keep it PG, Most people give you the disclaimer if it's kind of rated R. But stuff like that, he was walking that fine line for a long time. And like I said, folks kicked him out the house. He can build his own house if he needs to. His people can build one for him. But, you can't walk into anybody's house saying what you want to say and expect to kind of get the welcome mat every time. So that's all.
Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate your call.
Take care, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you. All right, Dan out of Milwaukee. Hang on a second. Let me make sure I got this call lined up. And also, with regards to the letter that I received from Charlemagne's lawyer weeks ago, in case you missed one of my shows last week, that letter is available if someone wants to see it. If you have a YouTube channel, or if you are a person who's exploring the Jessica Reed story, I said last week that I would make that legal letter from Charlemagne's legal team available to you. I have no reason to sit here and lie on the microphone. I want to be as accurate as possible so that the details of what happened do not get misconstrued and this thing doesn't become some, whole craziness like what happened with Africa Bambaataa. I'll say it again. That Africa Bambaataa situation is really, really embarrassing, but I'm not going to harp on it. All right, let me take another call here. Hey, good morning. Who's on the line? Good morning.
Yo, Star, what's good, bro?
Hey, who's this?
This is Ed from the Bronx, man. Long-time supporter, man.
What's up, Ed?
Yeah, I just want to tell you about the Rose. I'm all right, brother.
I'm not your brother, but go ahead, sir.
Man, I got you. Nobody's saying. I know, man. I know the whole shtick, man. I've been riding with you since.
It's not a shtick, sir. It's very real. I don't like to be addressed as brother, but continue on. What's going on?
No problem, man. I understand. I was just wanting to get the Rosenmo situation corrected because you got a lot of people that don't remember or don't really know those know the facts behind it. Well, basically, he had a fight with Game in the mall back in like 2011. So supposedly he had knocked out Game. There's no footage of it. It was just like street talk hearsay.
Right.
The same individual, Rosenmo, had got into. He had lined up Bosco around the same time. This was like a one-on-one fight that Bosco got lined up for. He lost the fight. There's footage of it. But you can't put and say that he got killed by Game or Rosenmo. A Game or Bosco, because this guy was his knuckle game was up in the streets. He had a lot of dudes. That was like his.
Well, sir, I don't think anybody on this line said that Game or Bosco killed the guy. I think you're going someplace else. Nobody said, Game or Bosco killed the guy. We simply asked what were their roles.
Right. But that kind of was like the what I got from it, basically.
No, sir. No one insinuated that, so I have to cut you short. No one insinuated, nor did anyone imply.
I'm not saying you did, but that's what the listeners were.
No, sir. That's what you got out of it, and I'm correcting you now, but continue on.
But that was all, man. I just wanted to just clear that up as far as this guy had a lot of issues going on, like as far as like knocking dudes out. So it could have been from anywhere, but coincidentally he was shot in a drive-by, and the car like careened down the street, and he
Who shot him, sir? Can you tell us who shot him?
Oh no, I can't do that, man.
Why not?
I don't know who shot him, sir.
Well, hang on, hang on, sir. You said you wanted to clear something up, so can I ask you to clear it up?
Well, I wanted to clear it up as.
Sir, can you find out who shot him and killed him and get back to me so I can snitch? Can you do that?
All right. All right. Respect to you, man. Have a good one.
Sir, don't go. I'm dead ass. Can you find out and get back to me so I can snitch?
Okay. All right. I'll try.
Thank you.
Take care, man.
Yes, sir. You see, I'm nobody's brother. Fuck's he talking about, brother? I'm not your brother. I'm about mine. All right, hang on a second. All right, Coochie Pop, you gotta go, yeah? We're gonna talk later?
I don't want to go, but I have to go to work.
All right, so listen, before you go,
I'm making...
again, you and I are gonna focus on another story that I would like to present Monday. So let's talk behind the scenes, okay?
Yes, you have a good day.
All right, take care. All right.
Later.
Coochie Pop's phone sounds crazy. Hang on a second. I mean, it's salute to the guy if he, sends in donations and he truly supports the show. But, I'm calling you talking about brother. I'm not your brother. I've been snitching. I got a show I'm working on called the Snitch Network. Hold on a second. What the fuck is he talking about, brother? I'm the last person you want to be calling a brother. What the fuck? What's wrong with these niggas? Where's Alex Jones going to go next? What's his next stop going to be? What platform is going to say, hey, Alex, we've got a new platform for you. Come on over here. I think he'll be back up and running in 30 days. Alex Jones. I think he has made too much of an impact to the fact where, people, some other company is going to say, hey, you know what? We're going to promote you. We believe in what you do. And he'll continue to spew all that misleading, bullshit. It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. I've never met anybody whose opinion I can respect if they support Alex Jones. I just look at them and say, oh, okay, so you fuck with Alex Jones. Gotcha. I gotcha. Are they going to give Willie D a new platform? Or is he just ass out? General Sarah Sutton-Seti. Seti up there now scrambling on YouTube, putting videos up, taking them down, hiding. All sorts of craziness. I say that respectfully. Good morning, who's on the line? Good morning.
Hi, Star. Can you hear me?
Hey, who's this?
Are they going to get Willie G a new plan?
Hey, my name is Marty. I'm calling from Richmond, Virginia. I want to talk about the Alex Jones situation.
Hey, can you turn that down in the background, please? The laptop? Or the PlayStation, whatever it is?
Yes, it's down now.
How are
Yes.
you? You said you called from Virginia, yeah?
Yes. I'm on my niece's Android phone because my phone is dead. But I was calling because first of all, Alex Jones has changed. It seems like a lot of people are going on what the old Alex Jones was about when he was exposing things like Bohemian Grove and what the government was doing to us and things like that. But since then, Alex Jones has kind of taken a really big turn. He's very xenophobic. He does a lot of white supremacist talking points, not saying that he's a white supremacist,
Right.
but he's gotten reckless with the Sandy Hook, talking about Sandy Hook. His wife was even saying that, he changed, and, I know they're going through a divorce and she's bitter, she's going to say whatever, but as she was saying a lot of truthful things when they interviewed her about his personality changing and about how he's close to almost like a bipolar personality.
Right.
And as far as the things he was spewing about Sandy Hook, Pizzagate, which those have been thoroughly debunked.
Right.
And then he's putting those things out to his audience as if they're true facts.
Yeah.
And there's people that actually listen to him. So when YouTube, now he says he's a libertarian. Now libertarians believe in if you have a private business that you are allowed to service who you want to service.
Right.
YouTube, Apple, all these streaming platforms are private services. So he has to take it on the chin. He spewed this is what he wants in his libertarian government. And so he's a victim of it right now.
Very well said.
I believe he has free speech.
Very well said, yeah.
He has a right to free speech. He does. However, if you violate the guidelines of the company that is putting this on their platform, then you have to take the consequences for it, and that's how I see it.
Yeah. I didn't vote for Barack Obama. I think he's a highly intelligent man, but I mean, I was like, why is Alex Jones calling Michelle Obama, a man who had a sex change? I was like, where are you going with that dumb shit?
The thing. I didn't vote for Barack Obama the second time. The first time I did on some tribalism stuff because I was so happy. I was genuinely seeing his face in the office, and I thought Barack Obama was an excellent statesman, very articulate, very well spoken,
strong pan,
calm demeanor.
Right.
However, when he started calling Michelle Obama monkey and things like that, he wasn't the only one.
Right.
There was a lot of them, a lot of congressmen, a lot of politicians talking about Michelle Obama's looks, about Barack from Kenya, whatever. You can say whatever you want. We live in America. But when you violate the guidelines, you always have to go back to that. This is not emotional.
Yeah.
When you violate the guidelines of the company that is supporting you, then you have a right to be chastised. And that's really pretty much all it is. He had his come to Jesus moment.
Very
Because
well said.
he's the one that's saying, "Oh, I'm a libertarian."
Right.
So now you are a victim of what libertarians. This is what they espouse to.
Shine time. I thank you so much for the call.
Yes.
And everything you said, I agree with. Thank you so much. Have a great week.
You too.
Bye now. All right. I don't think anybody can come behind her and say it any better. And guys, I think I'm going to roll out. I'll keep you posted as much as I can this week on my Twitter page, @TroyTerrain. I may stream live on Instagram at the Star Report. Hang on a second. Let me get that. Fuck it. It's right there on top of my head. What am I talking about? I had to take a long drive down to Jersey. So again, in case you're not up to speed, today's my last day doing a morning show this week. I'm on vacation. I think I deserve the time. I put a lot of work in on that Leonard McKelvey, story. But I will do a show Thursday night and possibly Friday night just on some turn-up shit, just to have fun. But no more Alizé. Holy smokes. That I'm not going to do. All right, you guys take care. Have a great day. And again, I'll see you Thursday night. But for any more details and updates, follow me on Twitter at Troy Terrain. Take care. Have a great week.
who was either jealous of these Egyptians or because these Egyptians, but he toweth above all archangels and towers still more above them all. He is a man in the world, but he towers, above all tyrants and will rise himself above them all. He is a man he is a man in this world, but he towers above the gods. You see what I'm saying? He towers above the gods and will replace all of them. And they go on and on, talking about a person down here that's going to be even greater than the gods. But the key here is, what has been slowing us up in the process is we are still looking for one person and not ourselves. You see what I'm saying? And not ourselves, you see. And so this is very key on how this particular thing is going down. Now, moving along, I want to deal with this Mercury that just went out of retrograde in last Tuesday or something. Well, we as black people really suffer, but the key is this. Okay, it goes into retrograde, then it goes direct. So obviously, this is the point that we really need to focus on, is the direct aspect. And why is this thing with black people? It affects everybody on the earth. But when you deal with alchemy, Mercury is more than this substance. In alchemy, when they talk about Mercury, they call it Mercurus. And Mercurus is nothing but the basis of melanin. So when Mercury goes direct, this is when the melanin actually flows. The spice must flow. You see, when Mercury is in retrograde, it's bad enough, but you know it's got to affect black people worse. If it affects white folks or anybody else on the planet, you know black folks just got to really have us in the grave. You see what I'm saying? So Mercury now is going direct. Been direct for the last couple of days, but it's going direct. It's going direct all the way into the winter solstice. This is very key, so it's real powerful stuff. You saying, well, we have winter solstice every year, but we didn't have a winter solstice after Katrina. You see, and we didn't have a winter solstice after still being affected by this. It's one thing to have a winter solstice, another thing to have a winter solstice and being affected by the sudden impact comet that was hit. And the substance that's inside of the comet being the substance that was in the universe before the universe was formed, that was in us, latent and dormant, is now activated. So now we are going into the winter equinox, or winter solstice, after Katrina, which is a certain energy, and after the sudden impact of them blowing up this comet. So we're talking about something that can be very powerful. You see, and we are getting ready to come upon in this particular solstice. And this is why HAARP is doing all kind of stuff with snow. I mean, my goodness, they've had the kind of blizzards that they have had all across the country. They get those in January. They start early with this thing, and yet, not only are they starting early, yet the gas is 50% higher than what it was. So obviously, they're very concerned and stuff, especially with some stuff that's going on, or this DNA and all this stuff coming into process at this particular time, coming into the solstice. Very key that we understand that at this particular time. Now, there's a book called The Daily Life of the Egyptian Gods. As we would call it, The Daily Life of the Egyptian Gods. It's called The Everyday Life. No, it's called The Daily Life of the Egyptian Gods. The last person is Meeks. It's a woman, and the last name is Meeks. It's called Daily Life of the Egyptian Gods. called Heru Bahutin. Heru Bahutin. Heru Bahutin is none other than this particular winged disc called Hadit. There's a papyrus in the Virgins book, two books, Legend of the Gods by Ancient Legend of the Gods in Ancient Egypt by Eualis Budge, or you can get From Fetish to God in Ancient Egypt by Eualis Budge. I refer to Fetish to God. It's an excellent book. A lot of scholars use it. From Fetish to God in Ancient Egypt, there's papyruses in the back of that. One of the papyruses in there is called The Legend of the Winged Disc of Heru at Edfu. Edfu is this temple. Edfu, this is the temple of Horus at Edfu. There's a papyrus called The Legend of Heru Winged Disc at Edfu in the back of Eualis Budge's book, From Fetish to God in Ancient Egypt. A whole text talking about this magical Horus that rides this disc of this chariot and slays the enemies. Well, the Hadit is called Heru Bahutin. Alistair Crowley, in translating the Book of the Law from this angel Awas, which is a form of Horus, which is a form of Ankh the Khonsu, he got the word Hadit, the unfolding of Newt, but it was a derivative, and I think he got a mispronunciation of the word Hutin. Heru Bahutin, the black dot with wings, the falcon bird. In this particular case, the bird flu virus is the new DNA strands that's rising in us. And they are coming and getting quarantines for the bird people. There's the book, Return of the Bird Tribes, Barbara Marciniak. The bird people, which is talking about the souls of the eagle. So that's the Horus bird falcon species. That's what they call it. And the bird flu, these are symbolic things that say virus. You see what I'm saying? Virus, Osiris, Sirius. And they're attacking this with the bird flu. They're attacking the Horus or Heru species. Remember that, that's the key. You don't remember nothing. Remember, you gotta start looking at this as not the Heru, because we can model it after Jesus. Somebody coming around with some sandals on talking shit. No, we talk about the Horus species. Now it's interesting here because of this particular person, this is a great deal going on in this particular thing. Not only is this particular person a high priest, talking to Horus or Heru, which is inside of him, the self within. He's a high priest. What is equivalent to a high priest? A priest can be a priest without preaching. He can be a priest by being a learned one. Still be a priest. He can exercise it one way, but he can still be a priest because we're talking about a priest of the mind. So what are they really saying here? Number one, the high priest is you. You're the high priest. You are the learned ones of so many millions that don't have a damn clue. So in so many words, this thing is talking about, they're still talking about this species or this Horus species race. You have on the panther skins, which the panther skins, the back part of the panther skins is yellow, which represents the sun. And what is it? But it's the sun is splattered with what? Dots. That's the black dots. That's the black dots. So all that stuff there is the reason why they did all this in Kemet. You see, but the bird tribes is what they're talking about. They say a virus, then they talk about an extraterrestrial invasion. Well, the bird, but the winged disc and Heru, the winged disc, the extraterrestrial invasion is talking about you and your inner aspect of the pineal gland and all of that type. Those are the real ships. You see what I'm saying? So, that's what they're talking about with this bird flu. You see, notice it came up right after Katrina. All right, during Katrina. Egyptians. They talk about these tombs and how they would put all these drawings on the wall and all these things so that the dead could see their way into the afterlife. They were not talking about a dead pharaoh seeing themselves into the afterlife. They were talking about dead people living on the planet in a future date. Decoding and deciphering this ancient knowledge to see your way into the afterlife. So they weren't, so all that labyrinth foolery, everything they were doing, people were thinking it was for those pharaohs. But what they were doing, they was making a roadmap of all the hieroglyphics and all that stuff for future people that would be dead. Because Osiris is called the Great Westerner. And Osiris is known as the deceased. The dead Osiris will rise again. But he will rise in the west. And the word Osiris, Winifred, means the Westerner. That's in the Book of the Dead, the big brown one they put out about 10 years ago. The Great Westerner in the west. Amenta, the graveyard, is in the west. So they're talking about us. Not the Pharaoh 2,000 years ago or 3,000 years ago. It was buried with the funerary rites. The funerary rites was the mourning of the dead people. You see what I'm saying? Dead in consciousness. You see, dead in consciousness. Very key that you understand that. Now skip it from here. Go back and look at the movie White Noise. White Noise. Came out, got the guy, he got a VCR, got a TV, and they got the blank screen, and they're trying to contact people from the beyond. Notice they have a whole bunch of VCRs up in there. That's one of the keys. Because they're stopping what you can record. See, you can record on DVD, but the process slows down. And you can't record over the disc after you record it, after you burn it. You see what I'm saying? So they stop the ability to record because they understand that our particular system of us rising to another level and the revolution that started with us and learning this particular information started from us putting stuff on cassette tapes. They have slowed it down with the DVD because the first, when the DVD was invented about 9 years ago, when they came out with it, it was all based on vault movies. And then in 2002, they slowly started bringing out the DVD recorders, but they got a trick. The DVD recorders, they don't have the same stuff in it as superior as the movies, and there's something always wrong with them. And they freeze up. They get too hot, they freeze up. And people say, well, it's plus and minus. Well, they got that now, they record plus and minus, and they still freeze up. You see, it's a whole lot of stuff. And the government did that, they said, so we can slow down the amount of weight that a person still records. Now, we get the DVDs on the conscious community, but they still got to take shit from a camcorder. And most people go straight from the camcorder to DVD digital. A lot of times, the stuff don't come out. So my point here is, don't get rid of your VCRs. Don't get rid of your VCRs. That's one of the keys. Now, let me explain something to you. Why I say don't get rid of your VCRs. Y'all all right? Yeah. Look, the brother down in New York named Shabazz noticed something. And he said it, but I noticed it, but I didn't say nothing about it. And I mentioned it to him one day. What do you think about the VCR? He said, well, I like the VCR better. And he said something. He said something that was very key. He said, because it's a lot warmer product. He said that the DVDs are very cold. Now we're talking energy here. And I was telling you about the albums and the black disc and the diamond needle. The black disc was carbon, the diamond needle was carbon. You see what I'm saying? And then they gave you the CD, which is laser, which is a hologram. You see what I'm saying? Well, if you look at a videotape, what? The tape inside of it is a cold black. Never. But the laser disc is a clear silver, which is hologram. Now, if anybody is a Mason, they talk about the floor of the lodge being what? An oblong shape. Right? Right. Now, if you look, and I can show you a breakdown, I hope I got it in here. I still have a breakdown of the Temple of Karnak. And show you the breakdown of the Temple of Karnak. I bet it's out of all the pictures, it's probably the one I can't find. But the breakdown of the Temple of Karnak, if I can show you this breakdown, you will see, if you was a Stephen Hawking said, well, there is end to the universe. And he gave this name, what they give it in scientific terms. And, he's talking on that little box. So you couldn't really hear him, but he gave this name, the end of the universe. But anyway, the name of it is called the Planck length. The Planck length. You see. Now, the Planck length is supposed to be the end of the universe, but ultimately it is found inside of the cells of the DNA. So in so many words, if our DNA is changing, these white boys are sitting up here, the powers that be are fighting against the DNA change in us, which is in actuality the end of the universe. So inside of our cells represent the end of the universe. Well, it says right here in the Piece of Sophia that man will be above the gods and will be all that is, the end all and be all. Well, it is called the Planck length in physics, which is called the end of the universe. You see, which is, if you break it down, it's talking about the end of the cells of the DNA, which is very interesting. When you talk about this particular the arrival of this new DNA. Okay. This particular arrival of Pan represents a dwarf figure, which also represents the micro point of the cell of the DNA. So because Pan arrived arrived the other day, and we have bears, which is an Egyptian form of that, which they talk about the dwarf represents the neither world of the DNA, and they talk about the Planck length. We're also talking about this thing coming to a head. It's coming to a head. It's just like if you got a corn, in order for the corn to end, you gotta do what? You gotta cut the kernel out. Because it's the kernel that produces everything. So everything goes back down to the smallest atom. And in physics, it's called the Planck length. And Stephen Hawking talks about that particular aspect. Okay. I was looking at something about the Japanese history, about Japan. They talk about this long line of these Buddhists and how they built the architecture to deal with the Buddhist aspect. And they said in the 1800s, early 1800s, they had a group of Europeans that came over, and they was, doing some surveys and dealing with the Buddha stuff and the architecture, trading guns and all this. And then a couple of them came over were missionaries, and they taught a few Japanese Jesus Christ. And they looked up, and somewhat within 10 years, they looked up and they had 37,000 Japanese Christians. The Japanese government rounded all 37,000 of these people up, and they killed them all the way down to the last rat. They made sure nothing survived.
Where'd you get that from?
That's all. That was I got it off the History Channel about 2 months ago. I got the shit on the video. They were giving this history and stuff. They lined up all 37,000. I'm looking at this thing now. Are these Christians? And they killed everyone to the last, down to the last person. They made sure none of them survived. And they said, we wasn't really worried about the Christ thing. They said, because we got Buddha and the similarities. They said, what we down in their country, the Buddhism grew stronger, and the system lasted for a whole nother 100 years. Yeah, now, I want to show you this. Y'all all right? Yeah. Okay. I want to show you this. I still got that. Recently, I've been talking about the Temple of Angkor Wat. That's in Cambodia. Largest temple in the world. The whole complex is the size of 2 Manhattans. Now, I want you to get the movie Entrapment with Sean Connery and Catherine Zeta-Jones. They want to show you how stuff survives. The tallest building in the world is in Malaysia. And when they was building it, they decided that when they made it, it was going to be in the vein of Asian and Eastern architecture. The top of that building, 2 towers. Now look at the spirituality. You got 2 towers here that these square shapes. It ain't armorless, it's just a square building that got blew up in New York and fell. Okay? But there's 2 towers that rose up a couple of years in the 90s. That at the top of those towers, they got leaves on the top of those towers. So they got 2 tall buildings that's taller than the World Trade Center, the tallest building in the world. And at the top of it, it's got these same towers. Ironically, not only does it, and you talking about something real spiritual. Not only does it have these particular things at the top of the 2 towers, and it's got a walkway to go between them. You get in the movie Entrapment, they show it. The towers was designed by a woman. If you look at Lakshmi's head and look at the temple of Angkor Wat, you can see because her statue is at these temples and stuff, at these temples. You can see where the original stars came from India with these crowns. And now they got 2 modern buildings. 2 modern buildings. 2 modern towers that's in the vein of this. So for architectural purposes, if you can get a picture, next time I come, the epiphany just came Thursday, so I didn't have time to go get a picture. But the next time, either I come or you can go out. I think National Geographic has a book that's out now. They go things around the world. It might have it in there. But you need to get a picture of those 2 towers. That is the replacement of the towers that fell. Because the towers that fell was also prophesied in the Tarot deck. And they said they got some towers, and when those towers fall, there will be representative of the changing of the old guard to a new guard. The old garrison to a new garrison in the towers. Get the book, Aleister Crowley's Understanding Aleister Crowley's Throat to Rope Deck by Lon Milo Duquette. And look up the cards on the goat god that sets over Capricorn. And Capricorn is ruled by what? Saturn. Saturn is the black planet, which is the chastisement. So this thing is astrologically encoded into the DNA. And because pain is returned, if you're not right, that it is your own Saturn energy that take care of your ass, only whipping you into condition to take the energy that's coming. There's a book called Saturn, A New Look at the Old Devil. So that's also karma. It's also karma. Well, that's the karma thing. It's talking about chastisement. What they're talking about here is Saturn, the black planet, which is also a form of Osiris. You see what I'm saying? Osiris is the god of the perfect black. Saturn is the black planet. You see what I'm saying? Which is Capricorn, which is the goat god Pan, which is the devil. You see what I'm saying? And the devil is just chastisement. And when you look at this stuff outside of the spookism of the Bible and look at it as an astrological component, then you will understand that, hell, these things are components that's on the inside of you. You see what I'm saying? Here goes again. It's the black planet, but also in alchemy, the black substance is called Mercury. So although you get Mercury in retrograde, which has something to do with it, which is connected with Mercury, but in alchemy you get Mercurus, which is connected with Mercurus, but Mercurus, this black substance, is also connected to Saturn, which is chastisement. So this stuff breaks down on the cellular level based on astrology also. Y'all alright? Yeah. Okay. Now, let's get to what's going on, and this is the crux of the lecture. What's going on the DNA level based on the Egyptian decipherment of the walls, the temple walls. They deciphered the Book of the Gates in medical terminology. The Book of the Gates is an Egyptian book, Egyptian Heaven and Hell by E. Wallace Burroughs, which was a little black book called Egyptian Heaven and Hell, came out in 1906. The other one didn't come out until 90 years. It was one volume, but it was 3 volumes. They only put the 1 volume out in recent years, but the 3 volumes came out in 1906, and they held them, and they didn't come out until 1996. A green book, Egyptian Heaven and Hell, a 3-volume set in 1 book. You can get it. I think everyone's place carries it. And so they got the Book of the Gates, which is these levels of what goes down in the body. What goes down in every hour of the night, and they decipher this stuff, and the stuff is talking about DNA and cloning a new species. So in so many words, the Egyptians or the Canaanites were very much more advanced scientifically than the science of today. And the only reason why they didn't build all the bullshit they build now is because they didn't have no use for it. Because they understood that the technology they have now limits your capacity to become gods. So they wouldn't think of the unthinkable. You understand what I'm saying? Inventing the stuff that white folks marvel and you marvel behind them and thinking they gods. So they took their time mapping out a system for liberation for us to go to the next level and become gods. The Egyptians was actually cloning a god race from the dead. Now I'll explain what this is in a minute. On the regular earth level, we are trapped in a cycle of reincarnation. The Egyptians changed the cells of the molecular cells of the car on the quantum death realm. So even if you got a realm here where we are in this realm of the dead, what we call the living, then the other realm, which we call the death, is a simultaneous realm, concurrent realm that exists, and that's the realm they was mostly interested in changing, because that particular realm is the cells in our body. Now follow me. So the car that they were actually trying to change on the quantum realm, or the death realm, manipulating them, the genes of the quantum afterlife of the deceased. into and come back with a certain amount of consciousness. This is who you are. Now try to understand this. The Egyptians used a process. Try to understand this thing here. Try to break this down. I know, believe me, it's very technical, but I'm trying to break down the least common denominator on layman's terms. They developed their souls to the point where whenever they left the physical body, they were able to bypass being thrust back into electrons, protons, neutrons of the physical earth, and their memory being lost, and they being snatched back into a damn baby, and later on end up out there on the street with some crack and a mini dress. Not knowing who the hell they are. You know, a crack hole. From a pharaoh to a crack hole. So a group of them knew how to make the signs and the symbols and all this. Follow these signs and symbols beyond death. Have the Egyptian priests there in this particular world that knew the signs and symbols to direct those particular deceased souls to go to a realm or a waiting realm where they would retain their memory for just a couple of thousand years, maybe 2,000 years, because we talking about the priesthood only really stopped after the last invasion. But a few thousand years and hold on for a particular point that they can re-enter into bodies with a certain amount of memory and re-enter into bodies with a certain amount of memory in those particular ones, that memory would automatically come into the conscious people that we are now. You get what's going on here? So in the future, the quantum world, but not necessarily, in the future when they were talking about these people, they were talking about the black conscious and subconscious worldwide, but mostly in the West, which equals Osiris. And called the Horus species. This is going to be real good when you get the tape, because sometimes you lose yourself in these lectures. But go back and get the tape. Called a hard species, a species type of melanin, a God-coded melanin, other than the human melanin. So there's two kinds of melanins here. The ones that came back, that the Egyptian priests worked to retain the memory, so those entities could later incarnate into bodies knowing, which are you, the consciousness. You're just waking up. You have an alchemical cell. Dang, rapping and attacking. Boy, we are always in a constant amazement. The God cell that they came back with was coded, or what they call a Horus species, is a special type of melanin other than the earthly melanin. So you got a group of black people that have the earthly melanin, and then you have another group of black people who have what is a God-coded melanin. And that God-coded melanin, you see what I'm saying, is called the lambda melanin, which you can get in medical books, and that's all the stuff talking about genetics. And from the pharaonic bloodlines, unmixed bloodlines that have on several tapes. Another book is Mustafa Kadala's book, Exiled Egyptians. You know, but I think that the other book is Theodore P. Theodore P. Winthrop book called God Wills the Negro. But it's an out-of-print book done in the 1930s. White black guy went to University of Chicago, did this book about how the original people that came over here were the Egyptians. Proved it by taking the phenotypes of the women black women in Chicago, which came from Mississippi and Alabama and all that, and showed the Egyptian aspect of it. And the government came in 1939 and confiscated all the books. But a few was called God Wills the Negro. Theodore P. Winthrop, I think his name is. But anyway, so the original people that came over here in the first place were the Egyptians. Going back, the Pharaonic line that was unbroken. They used these particular high priests to do what was called a spiritual cloning into a very advanced gene that would not lose its memory upon death and would later on incarnate into us, which is the consciousness. You see what I'm saying? Into us, which is consciousness. But it was a black genetic lineage. It came all the way through slavery. It came into what is called the Western Hemisphere, from black people from the Caribbean on up into what you have now, which is one that would have what is called a God code melanin, other than just a regular human melanin. They got some of us that got a God code melanin, and that God code melanin is the actual melanin that kept its memory. Now, although you might come as a baby and might not remember your previous lives, but you have that memory in you now, and that's why we're in here talking. You see what I'm saying? We're in here talking. The response is to make these highly evolved genome humans that will be the people to raise up the whole universe. This is why the white boy comes in with his Human Genome Project and spend all this money setting this genome project up and building the building blocks of the genome projects. And now all the 2000s, all the human genome research has been focused on the African Americans and the Caribbean Americans. So the African Americans, they gave Morehouse College millions of dollars. They gave Harvard University got the millions. They are studying the DNA of 15,000 black people right out of Howard. University of Alabama and a couple of universities have served to discover and to decipher this human genome of the African American. Then, yeah, see, not on that. Then, to tell you, we want you to trace your history back to Africa, and all this is for them to study the human genome. And in Britain, they've already started in Britain, tracing the black Caribbeans that settled in Britain and Scotland and France and stuff, to trace their history back to Africa. Meanwhile, they are trying to search for this particular God cell. You understand what I'm saying? That is in us. That's what this thing is about. It's in the movie Dark City, where they had all these experiments trying to find the soul. You see? Yeah. Yes. Huh? I'm not sure. You probably did. She just ain't caught on to it yet. But this is the concept of this particular DNA. I hope I didn't lose you because it's a lot. It's really complex. But let's go back and all. But now they tried to do this in the pre-dynastic realm to make this God man, but they botched the job because they tried to do it from the physical realm, and thus ended up with the white man. See, in alchemy, you take something original, which is the black soot, and you purify it into a new white pile of gold. Well, you do the same thing when it comes to the alchemical. You pharaonic society, they only had the best people. And those particular people, when they lived and died, they tracked them. The priests tracked their souls, and they set up this elaborate system that that soul could survive on the quantum level. And by it surviving on the quantum level, in over thousands of years, it would come back here as the God code. And that's what we have inside of us. That's what we have inside of us. That God code. You see what I'm saying? So I hope I didn't lose you on this thing. What's that?
Is this any similarity to the indigo children they talking about coming back? This artist awareness.
Yeah, but see, the indigo children that they're talking about ain't talking about these real children. Your motherfuckers might be your death. The indigo children that was talking about, again, is metaphysical. It's the DNA. See, this is known as the child, the baby of the egg. The indigo children that they were talking about, indigo is a deep blue purple. In your bloodstream, it courses through your body. It only turns red when it hits the air, oxygen. The indigo children are the melanin generation. See, the word children don't necessarily mean babies. It also means a future generation, which is already here. You see what I'm saying? We are the indigo children. Some people keep thinking it's the babies coming back. And yes, those babies coming back are just as brilliant as we are, but they are all a part of the same system. But you're thinking it's the children, and it's all of us. You see what I'm saying? It's all of us. That's what, and the children that come back, they need more discipline than we did because you got to understand about geniuses. A genius, there's a thin line between a genius and a mass murderer. It's just misdirected. So they need, because some of them come back already intact and they are much more grown up. They do things that we couldn't think of in our day, just on their mannerisms. Not a baby gave you a condescending look. Like, you must be out your damn mind. Looking at me like, you must be out your damn mind. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn. I didn't do that kind of shit until I was about 10. You see what I'm saying? But it also means they're the ones that could be in the jailhouse and filled up because they need more discipline. And ironically, the opposite is happening because we have lost all of the folk laws of great manners. The young mother and the young father don't even have a clue. I see babies break 45 ass whipping violations in 1 hour. I say myself, I got a beat for that. Give me the 60s. I got a beat for that. I mean, I'm looking at 1 hour, they done broke by 45 ass whipping violations. And I'm like, ain't no way these people can grow up being healthy. Because I would have got an ass whipping for that. You know what I'm saying? But these are the ones, so as far as the children are concerned, thank God that we adults also indigo children too. Because just the laws that we used to have to turn us into discipline, that ain't around no more. You know what I'm saying? It ain't around for some teenagers. Yeah.
They got a movie out called Neon Flux.
Yeah.
Where they clone themselves, and to be able to capture the Egyptian aspect of it.
Neon Flux is the same shit I'm talking about here.
As soon as the clone can talk and listen, they start verbalizing to their new clone everything that's in their mind.
Exactly. The whole movie, Neon Flux, was about cloning. I saw it last week and I'm like, this whole thing. But that's exactly what I'm talking about here on this thing here. The Egyptians was cloning a god race. You see, it was cloning a god race. You see, you know. So yeah. So let's go into a question and answer right quick.
Okay, real quick.
Yeah.
beyond the normal aspect of intelligence based on terminology, based on what they understand what terminology is, based on information, was Orion, the universe is on Orion belt. With the cat running around with that universe, a new universe that was around its neck inside that bubble.
Especially you said about the 50s. 1950s, 1951, because a lot of the people that's coming in contact with this now, you got some late 40s as a precursor,
Right.
but the 1950s, which would now be entering into their 50s now, if they ain't already there for the last 5 years, and late 40s, those 1950s on into the 60s, what they call baby boomer on their level.
Right.
What white folks call baby boomer on their level. On our level, this is some of the same generation of people you're talking about with this particular science.
Right.
So yeah, that has a lot to do. Give me some questions right quick. Yeah.
I was reading a couple days ago how some universities said they had discovered the gene that made the white man, the defective gene, and how he came out of Africa. And I'm wondering why are they trying to reveal this stuff right now?
Yeah, National Geographic has just had one on these people coming out of Africa. And basically, I don't know, for some reason they're trying to get some connection, but they also are trying to, when they do a lot of things, sometimes they're trying to train our future generations to look for that missing link. Because they still talking about a missing link.
Right.
Now they come and said, whatever it is with this first atom, didn't come from no animal. Now, they concluded that. They were saying, but they say because the other species, the hominid and all these things, are unlike the Homo sapiens sapiens. But they trying to find out what is that missing link and how did it come? So, how did it come about to be the human we have today? So they still are looking for something. You see what I'm saying?
The reason why they keep talking about the missing link is that when they did that article and they put it on the cover of a CIA magazine known as Newsweek, they put on the front a black woman with long curly hair.
Yeah, right.
And it had a lead.
Yeah.
Okay, they allowed CIA to put that information out to say one line that mother and father was black folks. The missing link is they have not been able to fit homogenizing the European into the family tree.
Yeah, right.
That's the missing link.
Well, they said that too. Another one they said that they got like 8,000 years between the black man rising up in Africa, and he was coming out of Africa, and the white man rising up in Europe and wherever they came from. It's like an 8,000 year period, and then they made conclusion they were saying, and that they got an ancestor of the Native Americans. Just making all kind of shit up. You see what I'm saying? What's that?
Have you heard Anthony Browder's latest? Anthony Browder, he has some kidney problems. He had to shut down his center. And I was wondering if.
You see what I'm saying? First of all, I don't know. They might have gave him something, but spiritual people should have enough. Should have learned enough things spiritual to combat these things. You know what I'm saying? I have no doubt about anything that goes wrong with me that I wouldn't be able to cure in a goddamn week.
There you go.
You see what I'm saying? The reason why I know it is when the little family fight warfare went down with some Orishas and the Palos and outside of the Palos. So a group of Orisha entities attacked me outside of the Palo entities, and they messed my jaw up and they messed my gum up. And when I relationship with the heart chakra, and the heart chakra has a symbiotic relationship with the kidneys. So the heart, on a spiritual level, pulsate the spiritual energies out, and the kidneys take those energies and dispatch it throughout the body, in the bloodstream, in the water system, or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? So, this thing with the kidneys, ain't no way a brother is conscious. He's got kidney problems unless they either fuck with him or when he, and I know that's the sad part about the Afrocentric movement. They were historians, which is the first level. That's the doorway. But because they didn't go further into something on a much more advanced level, they fall prey to this shit. And they had the brother Mr. Bell Middleton down in South Carolina. He did a lot of PBS specials that ran all over the country with Dr. Dan and John M. McClark and all of them. And he ended up dying of bone marrow cancer in '97. And I'm like, does all you all with all this stuff, does anybody know any kind of magic or anything, any kind of juju? And I'm trying to say, that's the thing right now. This stuff is here, and we can use it. And it ain't no damn mystery. A lot of this stuff you can do, you can invent yourself. I do it every day. You can invent the shit yourself. You see what I'm saying? You know. And so that's what I'm trying to say. We can't rely on left brain conventional medicine. I know people who get educated always got something fucked up with them. I say that not for a person who never got educated. I'm talking about a person that was educated, went to them schools for 8 years. I still had to deprogram myself to say that what a child says is superior, and that's what sometimes them black people in the street says is superior. And not necessarily because I'm a trained in this and that's superior. And that's what happens a lot of times. You gotta deprogram yourself. Because all they do is, when they get through with you, you would think that was superior. When I graduated college, the guy told me to come back. I was designing shoes in New York. He said, go back and get some investors and invest in this shoe company. And give me 6 months so we can put this shoe deal together and you'll be rich. So I had to go back to Atlanta to get a job, and I had an art degree, and I knew damn well I wasn't going to be able to get that route. I needed a job in like 2 days. I would rather go and wash dishes in the back of a restaurant than to wait tables or see me wait tables with my college education. So it's a fucked up mentality, but I'm just trying to say they'll run off to them damn dollars because they keep thinking that science is synonymous to Western medicine, and it ain't. You see what I'm saying? And we got all kind of motherfuckers can get some spider webs and kill people. Niggas used to talk the fire out. You go down outside and say, gonna talk the fire out your head. You see some shit like that? You got some fire, and they do some shit, an old woman do some shit, and they talk the fire out your head. Well, what it is and what it does, but it gets your shit to feeling good. After you get burned. They're saying they knew that there was a spiritual, after you got burned, there was a spiritual fire still inside you burning, and you would talk the fire out your head. And we got to get back to that kind of juju. So we got kidney problems and stuff like that now. I can cure this shit in a couple of minutes with this and some damn gin. This Canadian whiskey and some gin. And call on the right damn spirits. I can cure this shit. Oh, this sister had her hands up in you. What's that, sister?
Oh, I was just because this is the first time I'm hearing some of this.
Yeah.
So if I'm understanding you correctly, what you're saying is that based on what the priests did in the ancient Egyptian times, they prepared people that when they died, their souls transited, but their souls transited with knowledge that they were going to reanimate or reactivate in us. And now what's going on as far as everything that's going on is part of the activation process.
Exactly.
You wake us up.
You summarize the shit in a nutshell. You are the result of those particular ones doing that. And although you on the first leg of it, you advance. You just gotta the mystery is to still hunger after this information. Hunger after this information, like you ain't got nothing else left. I got so bad and stuff, man, until I was getting ready to become a damn hermit almost. And the sister had to come
Leibowitz. It's called the DNA, sacred, something about the sacred soul or sacred spirit of the DNA. Basically, he was saying that, and you touched on that at the Virginia lecture, where the water is the key to hydrating yourself, and that's the key. They took a model of the DNA strand and they dehydrated it by 8%, and it was missing rungs in it. And they said, well, the key is to you had to hydrate yourself with that water, but the key to the water is the water that, like that Dr. Komodo did that experiment where he blessed the water. He said you need that type of water because any other type of water is not going to line up those rungs.
No, they need that type of water.
They need that type of water.
Guess what blesses that water? Your mind. Let me tell you about the mind. The sister Kimberly down there just went to see about a sister that was a vegan vegetarian to the left and had a double mastectomy. That means they cut both of her breastises off. She was a vegan. But had another guy, the picture of vegetarian apparatus class down in Florida, kicking it, fell out and died in front of his whole class. But the key here is their minds still focus on the foods and stuff that can harm them, and as a result, it transfers it, you see what I'm saying, to the cells and to everything else. And so therefore, those so-called careful vegetarians in actuality end up being worse sicker than people